About to get real informed. I'm not done and I'm not giving you a time, okay? So just Romans 1:26. For this cause God gave them up to vile affections, for even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. Likewise, also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burned in their lust one toward another, men with men, working that which is unthinkable, and receiving in themselves the punishment of their error. And even as they did not like to retain God in their knowledge, God gave them up to what they wanted to do and let them be. And he let them do those things which are not convenient. This is going to make a whole lot of sense. I'm about to wrap all of this up so you will understand what I'm talking about. All this that I'm talking about the woman being superior, the man submitting to the woman, authority being shifted, order being flipped, just like it was in the garden. Order is now flipped. And now this queen of heaven, mother of all God's spirit, is superseding the authority of men, and it is creating an understanding, or almost a religious understanding, that we know today in our world as the New World Order. This is what the devil wants. This is Madam Helen Blavatsky. She was visited by one of those ascension masters. He told her, hey, got a plan. You're going to change the world. Blavatsky had been instructed by her masters, those guys, to bring the ancient wisdom from the East and the universal truth that lay behind all religions into the West via the Theosophical Society. She created the Theosophical Society, where they would study the ancient wisdom of Eastern mysticism, would bring that into government and begin to influence government with this understanding. The devil always uses a woman. Helen Blavatsky would frequently dress up as a man and believe sex was a tool of the gods. She believed women could use their sexuality to rule the world. She had a pupil. Her pupil was this woman right here, Alice Bailey. She was visited by an ascension master. Alice Bailey left Blavatsky's group and founded her own arcane school, wherein the term New Age itself originated. So this is where we got New Age. She created that term in her arcane school. In 1922, Bailey founded the Lucifer Publishing Company. Let me say that one more time. The Lucifer Publishing Company. To publish her and Blavatsky's writings. And she was the spiritual mom, of course, of Aleister Crowley. To publish her and Blavatsky's writing and publish a magazine entitled, guess what? Lucifer. That organization, y'all not gonna believe this, Lucifer Publishing Company, that organization continues to this, look at somebody say this day, continues to this day under the name Lucis Trust. It is a current UN accredited NGO with the United Nations Economic and Social Council and an officially acknowledged financial contributor to the United Nations. Think she don't have no pull? She changed the world. Let me tell you how. This guy visited Bailey, one of those ascension masters, Lord of the Seven Rays. Alice Bailey, in an address to her arcane school conference in Geneva, Switzerland, suggested that the Shambhala force, the force from the invisible dimensions led by Lord Maitreya, this dude, look at somebody say, that's not Jesus. Lord Maitreya will be destructive. It will also, she said, eject unbelievers from the earth. The decision to release the Shambhala force during this century into direct contact with the human kingdom is one of the final and most compelling acts of preparation for the new age, according to Alice Bailey. What is she going to do? She's going to create the new age and the new world order. She has a 10-point plan. Way back then, listen to this 10-point plan and you're going to say, wow. This was way back in 1922. She said, the first thing we have to do is take God and prayer out of schools. Got to free Christians from Christian culture. This is what those lords of the rays told her. Second, reduce parental authority over children. break the communication between parents and children. I remember back in the late 80s, early 90s, celebrity children started suing their parents and stuff. Y'all remember that? Just out of the blue. Number 3, destroy the Judeo-Christian family structure and promote sexual promiscuity. Number 4, make abortion legal. Build clinics for abortion to free people of unnecessary fears. 5 in her plan, make divorce easy and legal. Free people from the concept of marriage for life. In other words, make marriage a contract and not a covenant. Folks can get in and out of it. Preachers are getting in and out of it. Pastors, bishops. Oh boy, see, folks ain't listening. Yeah, I don't like you no more. I'm leaving. Number 6, make homosexuality an alternative lifestyle. Wow. Number 7, debase art. In other words, change the face of art. Make it run mad, crazy. In other words, the arts, the music, all of these different things. Make it crazy where it just has no morals. Number 8, use the media to promote and change people's mindset. So when you want to give them a message, put it on the tizoo. Put it on TV, and they'll go for it. Right? A man ain't supposed to wear a woman's garments. But put it on a black guy, call him a Christian, let him smoke a cigarette and cuss. That's funny. We'll all buy it. We'll even put him on TBN and let him minister. Oh, I wish I could tell the truth in this place. Or somebody. Create an interfaith movement. Oh, by promoting other faiths to be equal with Christianity. Interfaith movement. In other words, now the Muslim is just as important as the Christian. Remember, it used to be Christianity and all other religions was kind of like, now it's like, now they have the bumper sticker, coexist. We all the same. Respect me, I respect you. Now you got all the preachers of God following Mormon politicians. Christians, arm in arm. And 10, get governments to make all these laws and then get the church to endorse these changes. It's what she said when the thing came and visited her. How does the Queen of Heaven get this agenda accomplished in our nation? Well, the first thing you do is you got to disable the man. How do you disable the man? Well, you take the man out of the home. He doesn't have an example, so he doesn't know how to be a man, so he's an effeminized man in most cases. Now, don't get me wrong. There are some women that's full of the Holy Ghost. They know how to do it. God gives them instruction, and they can raise their men up. They can, and they get up. They know how to allow men to be examples. They go get in a good church where there's a good man of God there. He ain't no sissy trying to get to the boy. She's wise. She's smart. Because I got a lot of friends who didn't grow up with fathers, and they're some good men. They're some good men. But the first thing the devil wants to do is he wants to disable the man. How does he disable him? How does this queen disable him? With her sensuality. She uses what the Bible calls porneia, fornication. That's where we get our word porn. Porn. Porn just disables the man. He can't stand up because he's ashamed of what he's doing in the dark. He can't stand up because he's weak and he's broken. So now he's got to let everything go. Well, I can't really say nothing against homosexuality because at night I'm doing this and I'm doing this, and it totally disables him. Porn is a man disease running rampant in this nation. The Queen of Heaven uses it to seduce men into accepting her agenda. They can't stand against it. They don't have any fortitude. when they're hooked on this stuff. I'm going to give you the ratio. Men versus women that search for porn on the internet, 96% of men and only 4% of women. Tell me it's not a man disease. Every second, 28,000 internet users are viewing pornography. Every second, 372 internet users are typing adult search terms into search engines. Every 39 minutes, a new pornographic video is being created in the United States. Can I tell the truth in here?